Oh, yeah. What's up, people of Earth? It is time for Who News. News you will probably not remember next week. We've got National Calendar Day. We've got The Onion. We've got On This Day in History. We've even got news from Madonna. Stick around. Who News? Let's go. Welcome back, guys. It is Vaughn Joseph. It is the Vaughn Joseph Show doing some Who News for you. I don't have any lights on. This probably looks weird. Let's try that. That's a little better. Awesome. So today is Monday, the 10th day of October, 2022. It is 283rd day of the year, 41st week of the year, 78% of the year in the background. National Calendar Day. What do we got for you guys today? It's National Metric Day. People over here in England get real funny about their metric system over here and how Americans don't use it. Well, guess what? I learned something a couple days ago. I love it when you get the mixture of coffee, ground beans to water to absolute perfection. That's it right there. America passed a bill or something to that effect so that they were going to switch to metric, but enough people in America were like, no. So they just never did it. So you can still use it. It's out there. It's actually been put into practice, but we don't do it. National Angel Food Cake Day. It's a great day to go. Oh my God, it's cake day again. National Cake Decorating Day. So you can decorate your angel food and eat it too. National Handbag Day. Ladies and men, I guess, if you carry a handbag, it's the day for you to go get a handbag. And it should be a discount for National Handbag Day. National Walk to the Park Day. World Mental Health Day. There are a ton of days today. October 10th, Columbus Day. Yeah, whatever. Let's celebrate Columbus Day in typical fashion by going to someone else's house, walking in and claiming it for your own. National Kick Butt Day. Let's take a look. National Kick Butt Day. The day aims to motivate marketers, advertisers, and those in the business world to work smarter and harder towards their goals. Okay. I thought it was go finally punch somebody in the face that did you wrong way back in the day when you turned the other cheek. National Online Bank Day. Really? Why? National Native... I guess it would be National Native American Day, because to counter this Christopher Columbus Day stuff. On this day in history, October 10th, 1969, American quarterback who's in some big trouble, I might add, American football player Brett Favre was born on this day. American novelist Nora Roberts, 1950. Thelonious Monk, American musician, 1917. On this day in 1845, the founding of the U.S. Naval Academy to approve the then unsatisfactory methods of instructing midshipmen. George Bancroft, historian, educator, and Secretary of the Navy, founded the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, on this day, 1845. So we've all just learned something, and we've also learned that my glasses are severely smudged, and this is really just becoming a pain in the ass now. And these big biker rings are really interesting when they keep smashing onto the desk like that, aren't they? Not. Moving on to The Onion. Most controversial text sent to Elon Musk about Twitter. After Elon Musk's text became public because of his legal dispute with Twitter, The Onion compiled and published the most disturbing, demented, and bizarre messages the Tesla CEO received. Yeah, boring. That story's boring. Ecologist disappointed after finding monarch butterflies hiding pack of cigarettes in... Okay. Backwoods dietitians recommend squirrel as essential part of good eating. Okay. We're going to just leave that website where it is. On to the Mirror and some weird news. A man was slammed by his housemate's girlfriend for walking around the flat in his underwear. Wow, that's usually the other way around, isn't it? The other way around. Woman causes row by selling 13,000-pound engagement ring on Facebook for obvious reasons. It's a Tiffany ring. It's not weird. Man gets tattooed with dead dog's ashes in ink so he can carry him forever. That's a little different. Some might consider that weird. Oh, this coffee is so good. Ooh, I can't even comment on that one. Seething neighbor leaves angry notes about barking dog and tries to feed it chocolate. Chocolate will kill the dog, potentially. Okay, shampoo hacks. Woman mortified as dad mistakes bra cups for bowls and serves food in them. Yeah, let's take a look at that one, shall we now? 30-minute laundry mistake you're probably making. Woman transforms jeans from size 8 to 12. Go on a diet. Woman who planned holiday with man after 2 dates. Blindsided by late night message. Okay, we're clicking on that one. 2 dates. Oh, man, he must really be excited about somebody. A woman was left blindsided by a message from her crush. First off, it's just a crush. You don't go on holiday. You'd get a third date. After she planned to fly abroad to meet him for a third date. Okay. After 2 months of talking online and 2 amazing face-to-face meetings, the man had to leave the UK on a work trip and was due to be away. I am so sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden. It was due to be away for a few months. However, we need to make this bigger because I'm still a little bit blind here. Can we make this a little bit bigger, please? There we go. That's better. Thank you very much. However, believing they had a special connection, they told each other that they would try and make it work, continuing to get to know each other over the regular messages, with regular messages and phone calls. But she woke up to a message on her phone which left her completely stunned, and she admits she still has no idea what to reply. People, this is like bad timing for this story for me. It's just bad. People, anyway, desperate for answers and advice, the anonymous woman took to Momsnet to ask other parents what they thought of the man's sudden change of heart. She wrote, I had 2 amazing dates with a guy who is now working abroad in various countries for a few months. He left about 3 weeks ago and calls or texts me every day. On the weekends more, as he'll often call me when he's had a few to drink. He plays his cards quite close to his, as I do, but punctuation is not important on this website. I do. Earlier this week, we talked about me flying over to meet. He detailed the dates and countries he was going to be in. Oh my goodness. And said if I let him know when I'm coming, he'll take off work. All right, get to the juice. Where's the note? Friday afternoon, he calls me for a chat. Nothing out of the ordinary. He just called for a chit chat. Then yesterday morning, I wake up to this message. Now we're getting down to it. The woman then shares the man's full message. He wrote, I'm going to sign off for a while. I really need time to think about my future, if there is one. Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay. That's heavy. I feel too connected to back home. Work-wise, I'm not in a good place at all. I need time out. I promise it's not to do with you. I really just need time to be present here and where I am. Hope you understand. He said he would call her later in the day to explain what was going on in more detail, but the woman was distraught. She wrote, I'm bloody heartbroken, which is ridiculous, but he has been such a big part of my life over the time I've known him. We talk for hours. Sometimes he is always the one to call me. Yeah, that's one problem right there. Something he did mention when he was a bit drunk. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's see. So it's not as if I have shown myself to be needy or a drain on him. I feel so disposed of and confused. Oh, come on. All right, here goes. This very similar thing has happened to me recently, right? Sometimes people just vanish out of your life because they have their own personal stuff going on. Sometimes they, like he said, he needs time to think about whatever's going on. Because I went home. I had some issues here. People dying back home, friends, so on. It was just bad. I needed to get away. So I went home for 2 weeks, right? Back to America. And while I was there, I needed to really disconnect from here because I was trying to, like he said, be present and try to just really focus on being at home and being there. So I think she's being selfish. It was 2 dates. I can see this. I can see the 2-date thing isn't really a big deal. If they've been talking and talking and talking and talking, and they had 2 dates, how long were those 2 dates? You know, they could have gone on like all day dates, long dates, whatever. I don't know. Just give him his space. It's 2 dates. Tell him you're there if you need him, if he needs you, and keep it pushing. There's really nothing else that you can do about that because it just is what it is. Moving on to the next story on the Mirror. What do you got for us today? Halloween is coming up. We need to make that smaller again. There we go. I'm pregnant with twins and my ex-girlfriend thinks I should give them to her. Okay. Bait clicked. Navigating parenting and a pregnancy after a relationship has ended can be tricky, but many former partners seem to make it work. One woman thought she was going to have a tough time when she found out she was expecting after dating a man for 3 months, as they'd already called it quits by the time she learned she was pregnant with twins. Oof. To make matters worse, the man had already gotten back together with his ex at this time. Initially, she claimed she didn't think he'd want much to do with the babies, but he was reportedly ecstatic, as his partner has previously been told she'd never be able to get pregnant naturally, and he'd always wanted to be a dad. That all seems fine until the girlfriend started acting as if the children were hers, and the mom-to-be was nothing more than a surrogate. The unnamed woman, 29, explained in a post on Reddit, I'm in the a-hole forum, where she asked fellow users for some advice on the situation. She wrote, I dated a guy, Joe, not to be confused with Vaughn Joseph, because he's 30, and I am not. For 3 months before he left me to go back with his ex, Kim. Oh, that's weird. I do have an ex. She's not 30 either. Right after we broke up, I found out I was pregnant, and now I'm at 24 weeks. I let him know. He was ecstatic. Turns out his girlfriend had fertility issues and would never be able to get pregnant naturally, and he was always wanted to be a father. Getting back together was out of the question for both of us, so he's still with his girlfriend. We found out I was having twins, according to Joe, and he told Kim she had a mental breakdown about her infertility and wanted to talk to me. I met them at their house, and Kim stated that she wanted to be involved in my pregnancy because she would eventually be the children's stepmother. Okay. I shut her down, and I said I would make the best choices for my children and my body, and left. Ooh. Things continued to get worse as Kim started texting her every day about her eating habits, exercising, and moaning that her job wouldn't let her take maternity leave as she wasn't the one who was pregnant. And the virtual genetics counseling appointment she attended instead of Joe, and took over the whole meeting trying to talk about her family history, which wasn't relevant. When it came time for my 20-week level 2 scan, they allowed me one guess, and Joe suggested I take Kim instead of him. Joe did end up coming, and he found out the gender because I wanted to keep it a surprise for me so we could throw a gender reveal party. How did he find out the gender if you were keeping it a secret? I put a pregnancy announcement on my social media and then put up an announcement saying they were expecting twins the non-traditional way and how blessed she was. I was irritated, but I kept my mouth shut. Then she threw a gender reveal party and posted it on social media. I wasn't even invited. She also announced that she's having a baby shower. Somebody's crazy. I commented on her post and told her to stop treating me like a surrogate, that the kids weren't hers, and that Joe didn't have any claim or custody of the kids until they are born. She added, I then called Joe and reiterated all of this and stated that I would not be seeing either of them until we went to family court and my mother would be my birthing partner. Wow. He and Kim and some of her friends and family are saying I'm an asshole. And her mother even called and insisted I give her one of my babies, like this is the Parent Trap. Wow. People are out of their minds. I would love, this is a Jerry Springer episode. Can we get these people on a podcast? These people are podcast gold. What a crazy story. That's a weird news story. That is just some weird stuff. Terrified mom spots creepy faces on baby monitor just inches from sleeping daughter. Ho, let's take a look. Proud mom Taylor Buist put her daughter, a name I can't pronounce, down for a nap. She turned the baby monitor on and went back downstairs to get on with some jobs. But when she took a quick glance at the monitor, she was left absolutely terrified. To the left of her baby, her sleeping baby, the 22-year-old spotted what she believed to be a face staring at her daughter. She believes there are two figures staring at 1-year-old Adelia. The first near her ear and the other just to the right of her daughter. She snapped a picture of the monitors circling the area and shares it on social media to see if anyone can see them. I mean, I don't know what that space is supposed to normally look like, but I mean, there's discoloration there. Wow. Taylor from Grand Rapids, Michigan wrote, "Man, the longer I stare, the more creepy it gets. Viewers were left terrified by the apparent ghostly presence. One said, I could not use my baby monitors for this very reason. And also the possibility of hearing voices. That's crazy. Never had a baby camera for this exact reason. Too creepy," another added. Anyway. Oh, wait, is there more? I've switched away from it. It's fine. Mom rages as in-laws take daughter's birthday present and get credit for gift she chose. Get over it. 4-basket method will help you declutter your home in minutes. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. You're going to help me declutter? That's weird. My sister-in-law is uninviting me from her wedding as I won't give her my Instagram name. Okay, we're going to try for this last little click here. We're doing a quick show today. I've got a voiceover session in an hour I need to get ready for. My sister-in-law, don't care. Tattoo artist explains why you should never get your child's name inked. Scariest job in the world, up for grabs, but it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Woman slammed for out-of-line response after neighbor's child misbehaves. Mom fumes as partner wakes her up at 6 a.m. to work out and won't change noisy alarm. So a lot of people are having a lot of problems lately, like domestic stuff. It seems like we really are struggling with each other, being in each other's space. As of late, man blows people's mind as he shares hack to hang pictures straight every time. Boy, I haven't seen anything quite that weird in a long time. Woman appalled by threatening note from angry neighbor as part of feud over her cat. All right. A lot of boring news on here. Time-traveling TikTok user claims huge meteor carrying aliens will crash land on Earth. Now that's weird news. You know, clicking on it. If you're a time traveler, what are you doing on TikTok? A TikTok user claiming to be from more than 600 years in the future has warned people exactly when aliens will crash. If you're from the future and you came back to warn us 600 years in the past or future, you're coming 600 years to the past, we have to say it's safe to assume that you're going to be far greater advanced technologically than us. You don't know how to use a computer to get on Instagram or TikTok. Set up a TikTok account. He's got an email. Give me a break, all right, you guys? Knock it off. Come back with a document from the year 2622 that says the Yankees win their 60th World Series and a huge meteor hit Earth in 2025 or whatever the hell date he's claiming. Anyway, you're not doing that to me. Madonna. We got some Madonna news. Apparently she's come out of the closet at age 60 something. So she threw up on her TikTok on Sunday something that's got the world wondering. It's a video that shows her throwing some panties at a trash can with the caption, "If I miss, I'm gay." She falls short of hitting the trash can, and the camera cuts back to Madonna, who shrugs and walks away. I have to say one thing. Well, pretty big news, assuming she's actually making news. I mean, she's probably bi, if that's even a thing. I don't know if she's non-binary or what she's claiming to be personally. But she's been kissing women forever. She kissed Nicki Minaj. She kissed Britney Spears. She kissed, who's the Moulin Rouge? Christina Aguilera. She's been getting her smooch on with the ladies. So come on. For over 20 years. So I don't know about that. I will say one thing. Madonna is absolutely amazing at staying relevant. She even came out with some whack rap way back in the day, rapping about coffee or something stupid. It was horrible. It was just a bad idea, but she got in the news. So Madonna's only been in relationships with men, as you know, so far. She's been with like Sean Penn. She was with Dennis Rodman. I remember that because I was living in Detroit at the time. Tupac, Michael Jackson, Vanilla Ice. The list goes on and on and on. She was married to Sean Penn, wasn't she? So, I don't know. She says her current obsession is sex and she regrets marriages. She's trying to get back in these news feeds. Good for her. Stay relevant, Madonna. You and your one name. Right, so I've got real news, but I go over to my Instagram at V3TV UK and look at the stories. Is it story or it's a reel? If you really want to know what's really going on with the United States government and the Health and Human Services buying up all of these radiation medications, $300 million that they spent on radiation medication. That has a shelf life of 16 months. You know what that means? They either just threw away $300 million on a maybe, or something is about to happen in the next year to 16 months. State of New Hampshire, or was it Delaware? One of these small New England states is giving out potassium iodine to its citizens, residents. Potassium iodine is used usually for thyroid issues, but it is also used Wait, you guessed it. Radiation. So things are getting really interesting right now. I don't know what else to say to you guys. I don't know what else to say to you guys right now. I guess I could try and find some news, but go and research that news, because that's the real news. I'll give you real news at the end for you to have something that you might be interested in, something that you probably don't want to forget next week. So getting on with the Bing quiz. Looks like there's 7 questions today. We're only going to ask potentially 2. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was born in Salzburg, a city in what country? Switzerland, der Schweiz, Germany, Deutschland, oder Austria, Österreich. These are like the only German words I remember from high school. I'm going to say Deutschland. 100%. Well, I might be the only person that voted. There's no results on here. 100% said Germany, 0% said Austria, 0% said der Schweiz. I ended up in Switzerland by accident once. I was traveling through Italy with my ex-girlfriend, Kim, not to be confused with the Joe and Kim from the Baby Story. We were going to the mall. She's like, hey, there's this mall. So I said, all right, let's go. So we drive, and then next thing you know, I see a sign, an hour into the drive or whatever that says, Switzerland. Don't forget your passports. Coming through without them could count as a 4 or 10,000 euro fine. Neither of us had our passports. I was like, okay, this is about to get crazy. Being quiz, we didn't get stopped because I was with Kim. I'm the black guy with the white girl, and they let you go through. They trust you. Which composer wrote The Four Seasons? Domenico Scarlatti, Ennio Morricone, Antonio Vivaldi. I think it's Vivaldi. I have to be the only person answering these questions. There's no way that 100% answered that. I'm the only one answering these questions. So that's it for the day show, guys. It is Monday. Weekend news isn't always popping the way we like it to be. There's lots of stuff going on. We could talk about Major League Baseball playoffs if you really want to, but guess who doesn't really want to? Me. So head over to V3TV UK. That's the Instagram page. It's also the website, www.v3tv.uk. More than 1 million credit card details leaked online. Could you have been affected? In an extremely sinister marketing stunt, a dark web carding marketplace called Biden Cash has published the details of more than 1.2 million credit cards online. Wow. Victims worldwide. What's more, many of the cards won't expire before 2023, and some will remain valid until 2026, the report says. While the database contains details on cards from all over the world, most of them belong to U.S. citizens, it was said. Other countries include Greenland, Iran, India, Bolivia, and Venezuela. Total number of exposed cards, 1.221 million. These details are usually obtained through point-of-sale malware, mag card attacks, or other info stealers. Check with your credit card company, folks, to see if you've been affected. Kanye West Twitter, Instagram locked over offensive post. Oh boy, we almost signed off, folks. Spokespersons for Ye's Twitter and Instagram parent Meta said Sunday that Ye posted messages that violated their policies. In a tweet sent late Saturday, Ye said he would soon go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. According to DEFCON 3 DEFCON 3 is not even a thing. First off, it's DEFCON. All right, never mind. I'll just shut up and keep reading. According to Internet Archive records, there's an apparent reference to the U.S. military readiness condition scale known as DEFCON, as some impatient presenter just started to mention. In the same tweet, which was removed by Twitter, he said, "You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever exposes your agenda." Okay. Earlier this month, he was criticized for wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt to his collection at Paris Fashion Week. I have a Kanye Doesn't Matter t-shirt that's on the way. So it's going to be too late by the time it gets here. And now I saw somebody put out a t-shirt that says White Lives Matter, where they took the V out of the lives. Rapper Sean Diddy posted a video on Instagram saying he didn't support the shirt and urged people not to buy it. It's not even for sale. Somebody is out there printing them and making money. On Instagram, Ye posted a screenshot of the text conversation with Diddy and suggested he was controlled by Jewish people, according to media reports. Okay. Kanye, good luck to you, brother. I'm going to send this over to the guys in the group chat because that's what's dinging over here in the middle of my show. This is why you don't keep your phone nearby or off airplane mode. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching, please subscribe if you are able to do so. And yeah, I'm Vaughn Joseph. It's Who News you won't remember next week. Thanks for listening. Peace. Bye.